This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
He's Derek.
Don't you think that life should be gay and gay and gay and gay and gay and gay and gay?
She's Romaine.
DerekandRomaine.com. So fucking convenient. It's on demand. It's right there when you need it, when you want it. There it is.
This is Derek and Romaine.
2.0, bitches.
Derek here, along with Romaine, and we are live-ish from on board the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady.
Yes.
Lady! And we have a loud live audience with us.
There's 4 people. 4. We managed to gather 4 of our most faithful and loyal listeners to join us for our recording today.
In fairness, it was 5, but 1 left before we even got started. So
wow, we really know how to get them going first thing in the morning.
So we are literally in the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
And we are recording, and then hopefully, depending on when you hear this, we may still be on this ship when you hear this. But we're recording it like a week before.
Yes.
If Romaine is able to upload our shows at some point during this cruise or in the Canary Islands,
then they'll be hearing it.
And if not, then you will have heard some best ofs, and then you'll eventually hear this show. So we are going to record 5 shows here on the ship. Today is our first day of
We're
recording.
still fresh and happy. We haven't lost our fucking minds yet.
I just have to say a couple of things about this cruise. One, this is the smallest group cruise we have ever done. It's actually smaller than the first one.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Because it's not a lot of people, but it's some of our best people, Derek.
But that's sweet that you would say that about
you.
All the people who aren't actually here for the recording.
But we now have moved up to 5 already.
I know. We are growing.
Woo!
There are also a lot of gays on this boat.
Oh my God. I mean, I turn around, I bump into a gay, and I'm like, oh, you're not one of us, but you're one of us.
Well, I did invite some loose gays to wander in here at some point.
To come and see us?
And I think we'll see if we get some other randos to just wander in for our show every day. Why not? Because they have deep curiosity about us and what we do and everything else. And, I'm always telling people, oh, don't listen, don't come. So this time I'm trying to sure, listen to the show. Why not? It's fine.
Right.
I mean, it's adults only here on the ship. So we are doing an hour a day plus iron. Mm-hmm. And then that'll be what we're going to do for 5 days here on the show, on the ship show.
Yeah.
Okay. So first, as I mentioned, smallest group we've ever had. B, this transatlantic, this is the longest cruise we've ever done with the fewest number of people.
Yeah.
And because most of our regular people couldn't get this much time off of work. And so I understand that. But let me just tell you something. I'll ask me again at the end of the cruise, but I'm pretty convinced this is my favorite way to cruise ever. And if we ever took time off from work, which we never do, but if we did, I would do this cruise every fucking year.
Really? Already?
Oh my God. This cruise has everything that I love. We're not going to any ports, and I could just sit in my room for days. And so I love it. And I feel very disconnected from the world, and that is wonderful. And the food is great.
Yep.
And literally no one is in a hurry to get anywhere for anything here because we have so many days and you can't get off the ship. And so everyone is just meandering, and it's great. I love it.
Okay, well, it is nice. I agree. I'm enjoying it. I have heard that as you go on further, and the time change happens, that it becomes a ghost town at certain times of day, like in the morning, because as you go further towards Europe, you keep moving the time forward, so you can stay up later. But people don't want to get up in the morning because now it's like, oh wait, my time is all fucked up. I don't know what's happening anymore. And so from like 9 a.m. until like noon, it's just I hear it's a ghost town about midway through the ship.
It sounds great.
I can't wait. I'm like, yes, sign me up for that. Because then I can actually be a nightlife person, maybe. Because, I like to go to bed at 9 o'clock, maybe 10 at the latest. Last night I stayed out a little later, but I like to go to bed early because I'm an old lady now, I guess. Does that make me an old lady? Because I wake up at like 5 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
So I think that makes me an old lady. But anyway, so now it's going to be like, it's going to be great, is what I'm saying.
But with the time change, she goes far walking after midnight.
Okay, stop. We're going to have to pay royalties. Okay. All right. So I will tell you this, Derek. Let me settle in here for a second.
Okay.
I'm already liking this cruise because the ship is not totally packed. I mean, it's full, but it's not like super, super packed.
Apparently, it's 2/3 full.
Okay.
But they cut off. Because we had people who wanted to come sort of last minute, and I keep telling everyone the days of last minute booking on cruises are over. Because the cruise lines now, they used to just pack people on, like people who live in like port cities like Los Angeles or Miami or whatever, are used to the cruise lines doing, hey, join us this weekend. It's 99 cents. Just hop on a ship. And those of us who grew up in Southern California remember that from Disneyland too, of like, hey buddy, it's April and no one's here. Right. For $20 we'll give you a ride. Like you could just have the whole park to yourself. And obviously those days are over too. So with the cruise industry, they've struggled to staff the ships. So they would rather have a ship sail profitable 80-90% full than cram it full of 99-cent cheapos at the last minute. But in this case, because we're at sea for so many days, they have to have enough food and liquors, mostly liquors, for all the people on board. So they don't have that much storage space, and eventually we would run out of food, and then it would be like real chaos those last 2 days before you get to the Canary Islands. Like, what do you mean I can't have a panini? What's happening?
A panini?
Anyway, I know. Well, I'm just as an example.
Sure, fair.
So, so they have to cap the number of people, but it's also why I like this cruise, because the ship is not full, and I walk into spaces and I never feel like I am fighting for a seat or a table.
That is nice.
Or anything, or there's no lines that are too long.
You didn't go to the Rocky Okie last night, and let me tell you something. That thing was fucking packed.
Well, people love to rock.
And that was like a 10 o'clock show, 10:30 show or some shit like that. And we went in, big group of us, and we're like, we're early, and there's no fucking seats. We got literally the last row of seats that was available.
This place is full of lesbians. You couldn't just sit on the face of a lesbian?
Okay, let me tell you about Okay, can we talk about the lesbians on the ship? First of all, Derek, am I the only woman in our group on this cruise?
I don't know how to tell you this, but you may not even be the only woman we have. But yes, technically speaking, I think you are the only woman in our group.
So we noticed this last night at dinner.
Yes.
My group that I was sitting with, they're like, are there any other women in our group? And I'm like, I don't think there are.
Yeah, I was at the other table and I was like, it's a real sausage party for Romaine.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't mind because I'm practically a gay man. But I have met some lesbians on this ship. But I am going to say that I've met owls, old wise lesbians.
Okay.
I have not met any young firm titty lesbians.
But doesn't that make you the young firm titty lesbian?
I mean, I guess as I touch my own
tits. She's perkier and perkier every day.
Thank you. So I'm still looking because I'm single for the cruise.
Jesus.
Where's Iris? Iris. Oh, she's not here. Oops. left her at home. Thank you for that shade bell in the audience. So, but I have not met a lot of young lesbians. I know there are a few because I've seen them about, but I haven't met them yet. So I'm on a mission to meet some younger lesbians. But I have been talking to a lot of homosexuals on this trip. Every time I sit down, because I'm always wearing like something gay on my clothing or on my hat. You know, I have my nasty pig rainbow hat, and so the gays just flock to me. They're like, "Oh, you're a nasty lesbian pig," and I'm like, "That's right, I am." Anyway, so the gays love me. So I've been talking to a lot of gays. I've been talking to the old lesbians. I've made a lot of friends. Some old lesbians are from Guadalajara. They're like, "You come down and stay with us anytime you want, sweetheart. You come down to Guadalajara. It's wonderful." And I'm like,
they're going to treat you like the young princess that you are.
I'm like, "Thank you." They are so sweet, these lesbians.
You're going to be whatever the lesbian version of a twink is.
And then they're like, you bring your wife and we'll make sure she gets the best tequila in Guadalajara. And I'm like, nope. I cannot take my wife to the motherland. That is trouble waiting to happen. I'm not doing it. Although today is Cinco de Mayo that we are recording on, and I will be drinking some tequila in my wife's honor.
Apparently, because I have a lot more bar tab on my account than Romaine does.
I don't even know how that's fair or possible.
Well, I'm the one who books things, so that's why my room is the best, and that's why I have like all this bar tab, whatever. Of course, I'm going to give myself a sweetheart deal.
Fuck you is what I have to say. Meanwhile, I'm not allowed to have any kind of sweet life. He's like, keep her in the steerage or whatever the fuck that's called, down below, as far down in the ship as we can put her. That's where we want Romaine. Yeah, I see how it is. Motherfucker. So,
okay.
So
anyway,
anywho.
So you've met some lesbians.
So I've met some old lesbians. I met these really adorable British gays. That I fucking loved, and they were really fun. And I was like, God damn it! I wish that Jason, What Is Happening, Jason and Richard Simmons were here.
What is happening?
Because like I have met the British counterpart to Richard Simmons. So this young gay. He's young. He's my age. He's 47. And I'm like, this young gay that I met,
young. Oh my God. People, 35-year-olds who are listening to our show are like, Jesus Christ, how old is everyone else on this show?
I'm young. I'm 12. Anyway, so I met this gay who's basically the British version of Richard Simmons. He's a fitness instructor and a dancer, just like Richard Simmons. And he's got that same kind of like fabulous fun energy. And I'm like, oh, why are they not here so I can introduce them?
Because they have jobs.
I know, but they would be bestest friends in 5 seconds if they met each other. And then it would be great. And but they're not here.
I know.
You snooze, you lose, Richard Simmons. That's what I'm saying.
Now, granted, we do have people on the cruise with us who do have jobs, but I'm pretty sure they paid their coworkers $10 to Mr. Heart them, so people don't notice that they're gone for so long.
That's
smart.
You
just missed him. Look, there's a hot cup of coffee at his desk. He must be close by
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
They're going to be doing that for 2 weeks, so that'll wear thin after a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would like to talk about our adventure coming down here, but first, because I don't want to forget about it, and since you mentioned your wife, so you have gotten a tattoo here on the ship.
Yes.
And I actually had an idea for a tattoo for you.
Okay. Oh, God.
That you should get a tattoo, a Beauty and the Beast tattoo, but instead of a rose, it's an iris where the last petal is falling off. And then you just like, Iris, this is you. The clock is ticking. If I don't like Texas, and then you lift up your shirt and you show her the like last petal falling off the iris.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up.
And
but anyway,
funny. I like it.
I've had a lot of creative ideas since we've been here on the ship. So
well, you've had nothing but time to stew on
that's
creativity.
Right.
I
Nothing
like
but
it.
time
Yeah.
to plot the collapse of your marriage. So anyway, what kind of tattoo did you get?
So I got his and her tattoos. Mine is the his. And with my friend Chris, he texted me a few days before the cruise and he's like, hey girl, you gonna get a tattoo on this cruise? And I'm like, well, I hadn't planned on it. And he's like, well, I want to get a tattoo. Will you go with me and get a tattoo with me? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. And he's like, this is what I want to get. We should get matching tattoos. And then he sent me a Keith Haring design that is my wife's favorite Keith Haring design. It's this three-eyed smiling guy, and he's a monster. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And so we went yesterday. We went and got our matching tattoos. I got mine on my upper back. Now, Iris does not know. I did not even tell Iris that I was considering this. She knows nothing. I'm not telling her. We'll see how long it takes her to discover this one.
Oh, my God. We're not going to play this game again of like, I got a tattoo by my vagina. Let's see how many years it takes for my wife to notice I have a tattoo next to my vagina.
It took not 3 months. It took a month and a half.
That's a long time.
Sure as shit was.
I mean, when is she ever looking at your back? Well, when you walk out the door.
Yeah.
Anyway. So she'll have that to look forward to at some point.
So we got.
But you'll have to rip your shirt off like you've got a sports bra underneath it when you're leaving. I'm out of this marriage, and rip your shirt off. Like there's a tattoo as you walk out the door.
She'll have plenty of opportunities to see. She'll probably have more opportunities to see this one than she will the other one. But anyway, it's fine.
I guess.
So,
all right.
Because I'm walking around our house topless a lot more than I am bottomless. That's all I'm saying.
You don't Winnie the Pooh it?
No.
Okay.
Winnie the
I'm just
Pooh
checking.
No.
All right.
Anyway, so I got this tattoo yesterday. Chris got his. So I got a pink one. He got a green one. They're very cute. And our tattoo artist, his name is Jammers.
I heard he was hot.
He's cute, and he's from the UK.
Okay.
And he's a whole lot of bisexual. I think a little more gay than straight, based on the way we were talking. And he's lovely. He's really a fun guy. And
he's a mushroom. By the way, we are taking live phone calls here from the audience. So anybody who wants to come up and share their mother-daughter tattoo experience.
Yeah.
If you're, for instance, the daughter, you could get up and share your experience. Anyway.
So Jammers is great. Here comes Chris. He's gonna sit down with us and call in.
Yeah.
Caller, who's this?
This is Christopher from California, San Francisco Bay Area.
Hi, Christopher. Welcome to the show.
As Derek likes to say, Concord, California.
Okay.
You know how I love to hit a hard consonant. Okay.
You do.
He likes that second C a lot for some reason.
I do.
So Jammers is lovely, yes.
He's great.
And he's cute.
He's soft on the eyes.
Yeah.
In a tattoo boy kind of a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we got to know him pretty well.
Comments about I thought he was gay, but then he said something about having a daughter.
Yeah.
But
so we've determined he's bi, but mostly gay, I think.
Okay, look.
And then I said bi now, gay later, because that's a real thing.
And then,
I dated a voracious bottom who also had a daughter.
Yeah.
So, but he was just a slut in high school, and then when he came out as gay, he would just continue to be a slut.
Fair.
So, nothing changed.
So as we were sitting, so this is my favorite thing that the Jammer said, though. So as we were sitting there, I was talking to the piercing lady in the tattoo shop.
Lady.
And I was asking her some questions about genitalia piercing. And she goes, well, the person you really should talk to is Elena Angel. And I'm like, that name sounds familiar. Elena Angel. It's Buck Angel's wife. And I'm like, are you talking about Buck Angel's wife? And she goes, oh, I don't know. And he goes, oh, I love Buck Angel. And he's like, oh, in high school, I was obsessed with Buck Angel. I'm like, I'm sorry, you were obsessed with a trans porn star?
Interesting.
And then I was like, oh, interesting indeed. He's like, oh, yeah, I have the hots for Buck Angel. I always have. And I'm like, okay. He's like,
Buck Angel is hot.
He's like, I watch Buck Angel's porn all the time. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And then he proceeded to tell us a lot of stories about himself.
Oh, yeah, about what a whore he was.
In cars.
Yeah, sleeping with guys in cars. And his aunts were like, now, wait, you're doing what? Oh, honey, don't do that. He was getting sex advice from his cool aunts.
Okay, about sex in cars?
No, they were telling him
with men.
not to do that.
Yeah, they're like, you can't just sleep with
and
randos.
Then immediately following that, he's like, Mom, can I borrow the car?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It was great.
Whatever. Here's my feeling about sex in cars. Do it while you still can.
Right, while you're still
as you
flexible
get older,
enough.
It is off the table. Oh, my back. Ow.
Oh, I can't lift my
I've
leg
lost
over there.
circulation in my leg. Oh, I can't.
I don't fit there.
It's not fun.
Oh, what is in my
like
back?
fast. It's of all of the sex acts that stop being fun.
Yeah.
Sex in a car is the first to go.
But if you're thicker or just bigger, I've always been a bigger dude. It's never been comfortable.
Well, I mean, you go into an SUV and throw down the seats is not so bad.
It's still some rug burn, but yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
But anyway.
But you're a lot more flexible when you're young, and
yeah.
that flexibility, unless you're a gymnast, goes fast.
Yeah.
And if you're a gymnast, you can have sex anywhere. You don't have to have sex in a car.
True. Okay. So anyway, we really liked our tattoo artist is the point I'm making.
And then he asked me, he was flirting with me, I feel
he
like.
was.
Right?
You're not making it up.
I'm not misreading the situation.
No. You are absolutely not misreading this.
And then he was like, we somehow came up on the subject of hugs. And I was like, I give really good bear hugs.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'd love an all-night bear hug. And I was like,
oh.
I don't think I've ever heard it put that way before.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
But I'm not opposed to all-night bear hugging. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd bear hug with him. He's cute.
Yeah.
And he's such a nice guy. He's so nice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the other tattoo artist that's in there doesn't say a fucking word. Like, I think his name is Nick. I could be wrong. And he just, like, the whole time we were there practically the whole afternoon yesterday. We were there from like 2 o'clock until like 5.
Because I also got a piercing.
Yeah. And so we were there all afternoon hanging out, and we got to know everyone. But the other tattoo artist, I think he said 2 words to us the entire time we were there. Mm-hmm. He didn't talk to anybody. And Jammers, our tattoo guy, he's like, I don't think he likes me because he won't talk to me. And I'm like, I just don't think he talks to people.
His name is not Nick. That is a nickname because he's rough with that needle.
How
no?
do you know that he's rough with this?
These are the jokes, folks.
Wow.
This thing on? Nothing?
That
okay.
was not a good joke. Not a good joke.
We haven't even gotten to the part of the tattoo story that I really wanted to hear on the air.
All right. So this morning. Okay. So when you get a tattoo these days, they put this product over top of it when it's all said and done called Second Skin. Now on the cruise ships, it's great because it's like a medical plastic that it like tapes over your skin. And then it keeps out like water from the shower or the pool or whatever. You can go and do things and not risk infection of your tattoo. Right. So it's great, but they also have a nickname for them. It's called the ink sac, because what happens is after you get a tattoo, your tattoo bleeds for a while. And then this film over your tattoo fills with
like this
bloody, gooky nastiness.
Oh, that's nasty.
Gross. It's disgusting. But
hot.
It's actually quite good for your tattoo, because what it does is it creates plasma from your blood that heals the tattoo faster and protects it from infection, right?
Oh, so there's a plus side.
So it's very beneficial. It's disgusting to look at for a week, but it's very beneficial. But the thing is that depending on how much you bleed and how good the second skin is, sometimes it can leak. So I looked at mine before I went to bed last night, and I was like, "Oh, it's getting close to the edge of the second skin." So
I don't like where the story.
If it gets to the edge, it's going to burst and it's going to bleed everywhere. And so I'm like, "Well,
onto the nice white sheets in your cabin."
Right. I'm like, "Well, I'm going to bed," and I put on a black T-shirt just in case. I'm like, I don't want to ruin, my white T-shirt or like a gray T-shirt.
What about the white sheets and white comforter in your room?
I thought about that. I thought about it, but I was like, there's nothing I can do. So I go to bed. I wake up this morning, and when I say that maybe 2 millimeters from the edge of the second skin, it's holding on by a hair. And so I'm like, okay, so as soon as it opens up this morning, I got to go see Jammers, because he told me if it starts to leak or if I need to have it replaced to come on down. So I'm like, I'll just go see them and see what they want to do. So I went and had breakfast, and then the second they opened, I showed up, and I'm like, Jammers, I'm back. And then
I'm bleeding out.
And then he's tattooing some girl, but the piercer lady, whose name I should know but I don't, she's there. She goes, oh, let me take a look, and she goes, oh God, this is horrible. Yes, yo God, she's like, it's almost ready to explode.
She's very Italian and very dramatic.
Oh yeah, she is. And
same.
She's like, oh, sit down. We got to take care of this right now because it's going to explode. And it was 3 times as much blood as Chris's has, which is significant. So I'm like, okay. So I thought she would like peel a corner, drain it all out, and then like take the whole thing off and put a new one on. But that is not what she did. What she did is she basically cut a little hole in it, drained it, and then like used her finger underneath it to like squeegee out all the gross shit, which was disgusting according to my friend Steven, who watched the process.
Hopefully nobody's eating any food right
because
now.
by the way,
based on the faces here in the room, I think it's disgusting for everyone.
Now I could have done it this morning, but in the shower, but I couldn't because I can't reach where it's at, like on my back. It's so high up, and it's like an impossible spot to reach.
You need to stretch more.
Okay, so
you need one of those owls to show up in your room.
Yeah.
Woo, woo,
and like
rub their finger on your back in the shower.
So I'm like, okay, it's fine. So she emptied it all out, and then she put a patch on it. I guess I don't know. I can't see it. So that was the process, but it took like 5 seconds. But it was disgusting.
I think people. I've talked to a few people that want a tattoo, but they're scared of getting one on a cruise ship because the idea of a tattoo is the healing part, and they're worried about water exposure, sun exposure, those types of things. But it's actually pretty easy to manage it. And the second skin, you can get in the pool with it.
Yeah,
you just can't get in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, you can't get in the hot tub with it. But
it's actually kind of the best care because the tattoo artist is with us the whole time.
Right.
So if there's a problem,
you just go see the artist, and they'll be like, oh, and they'll fix it.
Fix it right up.
All right. Chris, thank you so much for your in-person call.
Thank you, Chris.
A round of applause for Chris calling into the show.
That was great.
To encourage other people to call. Okay, this is why I wanted Romaine to tell the story. 1, It's gross, and obviously people are eating during our show.
You're
so
welcome.
we always have to
Yum,
throw
yum,
in a
yum.
gross out here and there. Anyway, A, B. This is my number one fear about being on this ship for 8 days in the middle of the ocean. Of like, what if I have a serious medical emergency and there is no one to help us? Like, what am I?
They have doctors on the ship, Derek.
Yeah, I hope Dr. Doolittle, so that like a wise whale can come and rescue me. Like, I'm very concerned about like, ow, I've dislocated my shoulder. Well, here comes the happenings cast to jazz hands it back in the socket. Like, I'm very concerned.
I don't think you need to be worried.
Yeah, well, I'm very worried.
I don't think you
Anyway,
need to
that's
be.
my only concern
Meanwhile,
here.
didn't you just tell us at the beginning of the show, I want to do this every year?
I do. I want to overcome my fear of having a medical emergency, which, by the way, we've been on, it feels like thousands of cruises now.
Yes.
I have never even needed a Band-Aid. But all the time, I'm like, oh, my God, what if this is the cruise where I die? I'm like, I can't, what if we're in the dead center of the ocean?
Romaine and friends.
Yeah.
That's what happens if you die. What?
Yeah, I mean, there is Chris is like, isn't there a morgue on board? Like, if you die.
Yeah, no, people die
don't
on
they
cruises
just
all the time.
Put you in the
Old people.
freezer?
Let me be clear. Old people tend to die on
Yes.
cruises all the time. Like of old age.
Yeah, statistically speaking, one person dies on every single cruise ship.
Okay,
every
you want to
time
hear
it
something
sails.
though really crazy? Because this has happened to me on more than one cruise. You wouldn't think that snorkeling is the excursion people die on. People die on snorkeling excursions all the time. Now, I say this because it has literally happened on more than one snorkel, because I snorkel a lot. And I have seen multiple times where people have died snorkeling. And the reason I think it happens, I'm convinced of this. I don't have any scientific reason, but this is what I think happens. Sometimes if you jump in the water and the water's really cold, it does this like shock thing to your body. And then you kind of, like the first time you put your face in the water, you kind of hyperventilate a little bit. And I'm convinced that there are people who maybe have underlying health things that jump in the water, they have that freak out moment, and I think it gives them a heart attack and they die. I'm convinced of it.
Anyway, go to dnrtravel.com and book your next cruise today.
Come snorkeling with me in Hawaii. I can't. Actually, that's what I'm most excited about going on our Hawaiian cruise this fall, is that I'm going to snorkel there again. The snorkeling in Maui is the best fucking snorkeling I've ever done.
And the Derek and Friends shows afterward will be incredible.
I'm on a health journey. I'm getting so much healthier than I used to be. If I was going to die, it would have been the last time we were in Hawaii.
All right, let's talk about your health journey as part of our travel to come here for the cruise.
Yes, I think we should.
So first of all,
I've been cheating so bad.
I know. Well, actually, because Romaine lives close to Newark Airport, we had to fly. It's like, well, I'll leave my car at Romaine's.
Right.
while
Iris
we're
will drive us
gone,
to the airport.
and we'll fly in and out of Newark. And because normally we fly on different planes, and I'll go out of LaGuardia or JFK.
Right.
It's more convenient for me, especially if I take the train in. But I was like, this will be more convenient now. I'll just leave my car at Romaine's. And so we went to Newark, and that morning, I'm awake, I'm having my coffee, I'm watching Morning Joe, and they're like, breaking news. Newark Airport doesn't have enough air traffic controllers. There are 5 to 12-hour delays. And I'm like, this BS airport that Romaine insists on flying in and out
out of Newark.
New Jersey is a developing nation.
Okay.
Anyway.
I've never had problems flying in and out of there.
Really?
Ever. Yeah.
How delayed was our flight?
This flight was delayed 2 hours, which, by the way, is not 12. It could have been much worse. I was predicting worse. I say with a laugh and a giggle.
I know. So anyway, we go to Newark Airport, which they remodeled. It looks lovely.
Yeah, that new terminal is amazing.
Yeah. But, it's like the women who get like a facelift and they look great, but they never came out of the ether. So anyway, that's Newark. So we have our flight is delayed 2 hours, but before we left, we were talking about like our travel and everything. We booked our hotel. We got a fucking sweet ass deal on this hotel.
We did.
Girl, $71 a night. As travel agents,
and not
we
a
get like
shitty hotel either.
No. We
get
like a travel agent rate at good hotels.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like 100, like a really, really nice, like 5-star hotel would be like $150. But on this one, we got like a totally solid 3 to 4 star hotel, $71. Oh my God, so great. Anyway, but it was at the Dolphin Mall in Miami. So it's like,
which is a huge fucking mall.
Yeah,
by
a
the
huge
way.
mall. So it's like, maybe we should go and see Thunderbolt. I was like, what do you feel about seeing Thunderbolts because we didn't have a sail away thing on Friday night. We're like flying in Friday night. And Romaine's like, I was going to ask you about that. We should go.
It's true, because it's like, we're going to get in like at like 6 o'clock at night. And I'm pretty sure that's like the opening night or whatever, or like the opening couple days. And I'm like, we should go see that movie. I'm like, I'm going to ask Derek if he wants to go see that movie. And then he asked me before I even got a chance.
It's been real kismet on this trip.
Yeah.
So I was like, and she's like, okay, well, get tickets for an 8 o'clock show. So I look online, and the Dolphin Mall, which is huge, it's a huge outlet mall, but they have a big movie theater there, some chain I'd never heard of before. But anyway, so I look online on Fandango, and the 8:15 show was in a smaller theater. And I was like, I know Romaine said 8 p.m. because she's an old lady and she wants to get to bed. But like the movie's only 2 hours and 4 minutes long. So I looked at the 8:45 show and I was like, ooh, this is in a much better theater. So we're going to see it on a bigger screen in the better theater at 8:45. So I'm like, Romaine, we're seeing the 8:45 show, but it's only a 2-hour movie. So we'll be done by 11, easy peasy.
I'm like, okay.
Even with all the credits and trailers and whatever else. Thank God I booked that 8:45 because our flight was so delayed. So we're like, okay, we're landing. We'll get our crap in the car.
And we flew into Fort Lauderdale. We didn't even fly into Miami.
Yeah.
So we had to drive to Miami.
Yeah. So because out of Newark, apparently they don't fly to Miami for under $10,000. Jesus. So we had to fly into Fort Lauderdale because it was much cheaper.
Right.
And I was like, it's fine. We're going to rent a car and we'll do that. Anyway. So we get there. I'm like, okay, we're going to get to the rental car. We're going to drive down. Like, depending on if there's traffic, I want you to call the hotel, tell them we're checking in at 11. We're going straight to the movie theater. I was like, we won't have time for dinner. We're just going to have chicken strips at the theater. Romaine's like,
whatever.
That's fine, health journey. We'll just have chicken strips at the theater for dinner. That's fine. We get to the hotel. And it's like, okay, we actually have like
10 minutes to check in.
15 minutes before the movie starts. So with all the trailers and everything, and the theater is right in the mall, like right there. We can see it.
I can see it.
First of all, the navigation lady that was built into the car was fucking sending us into a ditch. I'm like, why are you trying to kill us? Like,
she did.
Turn left into
times.
this lake full of alligators. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Anyway,
she was dumb.
So we finally had to like give up on her. We get to the hotel ourselves. We get to the hotel. I get my room first, and I go up and I drop my stuff off, and I come downstairs. Romaine is not there, and I'm waiting, and I text her. I'm like, girl, I'm in the lobby. And she comes back down, and she's like, this is my second time down here. My key doesn't work. I'm like, we do not have time for this.
I know,
we have
but I was
a
like,
movie waiting.
I go up, I put the fucking key in, wouldn't work. Put the other fucking key in, wouldn't work. And so then I came down, and I said to the lady, my keys don't work. And she's like, okay. She gives me new keys. She goes, all right, go up. And I'm like, okay. I go up, come back down. Fucking keys don't work. Keys don't work. And so then she's like, okay, I'll go up with you. And I'm like, great. So then I see Derek. Derek's all mad because he's like, we got to go. And I'm like, girl, I'm trying. And so we get up there. That dumb bitch puts one key in. Boop, boop, works. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then she puts the other key in because she wanted to try the other key. That one didn't work. And then she tried putting in the regular key and it barely worked. And I'm like, whatever, just throw my bags in. I got to go. So I took the barely working key and I ran away. This BS
$71 a night hotel. Anyway, So we finally get out there, and now we look on the thing, and the theater is an 8-minute walk or a 2-minute drive. So it's like, well, I don't know exactly where the theater is, so let's drive.
Right.
Well, that was a mistake.
It was.
Because we come around the corner, because our side of the mall, deserted. Nobody's there, empty. And so we drive, and all of a sudden, it's fucking Caliente night at the outlet mall.
Oh, yeah, no joke.
They have like a live band out in the plaza. They have a nightclub that is packed with youth.
Nightclub.
Yeah.
They had like a bull that you could ride in the middle of it. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Pumping music. It was wild.
So they have the guys in the like jacked up truck.
Yep.
That are like, he's like, spraying Armor All on his giant wheels in the parking lot in front of everybody. I'm like, why are you buffing the polish on your car?
Men are stupid.
Anyway, whatever. So there was just chaos. There were people everywhere. There was like a mini car show going on. We finally get parking. We're like pushing through the crowd.
And then Derek is sprinting with his sprinting walk.
Running ahead of Romaine.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm trying to catch up.
I'm like, we have a movie. We have to get to Thundercats.
Fat person. I can't run that fast. Oh, God.
Anyway, we get to the theater. And when we get there, we get to the concession stand. And now it's like It's past 8:45.
Oh, yeah.
We get to the theater.
We're in trailer territory.
Yeah. It's like 8:55 and we walk in that theater into the like complex. I'm like, all right, well, we have to get to the concession stand and get ourselves our chicken strips. We get there. They have popcorn, soda, candy, 2 bags of nachos, end of list. I was like, where's the food? Bitch, we hungry.
Popcorn for dinner.
So then
health journey.
So then it's like, okay, a popcorn, a large soda. He's like, oh, well, the combo has the large popcorn and 2 sodas. And Romaine turns to me and she goes, we can share a popcorn, right? And I was like, no. I need my own giant
and I'm like,
popcorn.
Okay, 2 fucking popcorns and 2 fucking drinks.
Like, I'm so hungry. And you eat like a giant thing of popcorn and it does not fill you up. Like, you're hungry the whole time you're eating it. And then when you're done, you're still hungry and thirsty.
Yes.
Anyway. So we get our soda, we get our popcorn, we get it. We have our assigned seats and we get in the theater. The trailers are already going. We walk in and I was like, okay, here are our seats, G, 8, and 9. And so we're walking up the aisle. We're like, nothing is marked. Like, which one is G? Which one is G? Finally, we're like in the middle, like, we're like, what's happening? We're like freaking out, panicking. And this woman who's sitting in the aisle, like in the air, makes a G with her finger. And I was like, okay, this is our row. And so we go in and we're like counting the seats. I'm like, okay, here we are. Because there was like no one there. But I was like, well, we got to sit in our own seats because I don't want to disrupt anyone if they're going to sit on either side of us. Anyway, we get into our seats. Literally, our asses hit the seat as the Marvel logo starts playing. Yep. That's how close we cut it.
We cut it close, but we made it.
Looks like we made it. Anyway, this is not a spoiler for Thundercats, but the very first shot in the movie is Florence Pugh's face. And Romaine, we sit down. We're finally in the theater. I'm like, ready to watch this movie. And Romaine goes, oh, there's my girlfriend. She looks beautiful.
She's so fucking hot.
And I turned to her and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
He did. That's literally what he said. Shut the fuck up. And
I'm here for this movie. Okay. Not need to hear you. Like, jizzing out of your pants.
To rub one out. I was like, so excited.
She was. Later, Florence Pugh has like a fight scene, and Romaine's like, "Ooh, oh, my girlfriend." Ooh,
and her ass, her ass
like,
looks so fucking good in that new fucking Florence Pugh suit. I was like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Whew."
So Romaine is like orgasming in her seat, like multiple orgasms during the movie.
Hello,
for Florence Pugh.
I was way into it.
It was so embarrassing. Thank God nobody was sitting right next to us.
I know, because I was touching myself a little bit.
It was inappropriate.
Through my clothes, I was like, I was real lecherous. It's true.
God.
But she's so cute. And when she had that, like, she does a thing where she does like wet hair where it's like slicked all back. And I'm like, okay.
Apparently, there's nothing a lesbian loves more than slicked back wet hair.
No, listen, I love a blonde. I love a blonde, and that slick back look, oh, it's so fucking hot.
So we're leaving the theater. We'll review Thundercats in a moment.
Yeah.
But we're leaving the theater, and Romaine goes, oh, that Florence Pugh is so hot. I was like, yeah, I could tell. And then she's like, but you know what? She's too short for me.
She's a little teeny tiny. I mean, I'm betting she's like 5'4" at that, if that, probably even smaller than that. She's probably like 5'1", and I'm like, oh, she's too tiny. I'd probably break her, but I'd still fuck her.
Yeah. Oof. Meanwhile, I'm like, number 1, Florence Pugh is straight. 2, even if she was a lesbian, she's not interested in you. Like, this is not happening.
She
hasn't
don't know
met me
her yet.
She's not interested.
First of all, I have the capacity to convince straight women to fuck me. Second of all, I'm a pretty good lay, so I don't think she'd be disappointed.
Well, I just feel like you're going to have to do as many somersaults as she did in the movie just to meet her. And then you're going to have a hard time convincing her.
You underestimate me way too much.
About your ability to meet and woo
if I
Florence
wanted to
Pugh.
meet Florence Pugh, I could make it happen.
Well,
I know enough people.
Okay. Well, apparently, according to a recent interview I saw with her, the way to her heart is cheese.
Done.
She did an interview with somebody, and they're like, oh, I heard that you like cheese, so I brought you like this special cheese from this shop in London, and like whips out the cheese. And if she didn't fucking open that up and bite right into it in the middle of the interview, she loves cheese.
Okay, I got it. I know exactly the cheese to get her. I know now I'm easy.
Okay.
This is easy.
So Romaine just be wandering through life.
Easy for me.
With an assortment of cheeses on her in case she runs into Florence Pugh.
I'd be like, Florence Pugh,
Pew, pew, pew.
I'll let you eat my cheese if I can eat your pussy. What? No. Was that inappropriate? too much.
This is how it was during the entire movie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, what is happening over here?
Listen, we all have our tastes and things we like.
Oh, yeah. She was really into Florence
I'm
Pugh.
telling you, I love Florence Pugh in that Black Widow movie. That's what I was like, oh, fuck, she's hot. And I still feel that way about her. So, yeah. I would happily have sex with her. That's all I'm saying. Happily have sex with her.
Okay, great. Now let us review the Thundercats movie. That's what I keep calling it. I know it's Thunderbolts, but I can't stop thinking it's Thundercats in my head.
I think I just reviewed it. All I care about was how hot Florence Pugh was. I mean, the movie was fine, but Florence Pugh was so hot that it made it worth everything for me. So that's all you need to know. It was great.
Well, I mean, spoiler-free review. I have to say, so reviews-wise, it's like the third best reviewed MCU movie of like the last whatever it is, 15 years.
I can see why. I think it felt like a real Marvel movie, not one of these like rushed, spin-off character bullshit movies that we've seen as of late. So I liked that it felt like a real Marvel's movie. I liked that it's kind of the anti-heroes Marvel movie. And I liked the characters. I really enjoyed the lead characters a lot. I enjoyed what they did with it. I thought the storyline was strong. The action was good. And in a way, I liked the message behind it right now in our dark times. I'll leave it at that. There's a very good message in it. Especially when it deals with like mental health and things like that. Like there was a lot in there that I thought was very relevant to today's time that gave me a sense of hope.
Yeah, so to me, I think it was a very good movie. Like I actually thought it was a very, very solid movie. Certainly one of the better MCU movies of the last few years. But I think part of why it's resonating so much with audiences and critics is that it really felt like the first sort of big post-COVID movie that actually has dealt with the psychology of our post-COVID world.
Sure.
Because so many of the other Marvel movies and other movies and TV shows sort of feel like from before times. Kind of like, the time period after 9/11, right? Where, like, the world felt different, but, glitter was in theaters. Like, oh, this is a thing from the 90s, and we're definitely not in the 90s anymore, right? And so I think that it was the first movie that really felt like it was from this new era, and I think that's why it's resonating with people. And, I mean, it was very good. All the performances were really solid, and it was well done. It was interesting while I was watching it, because I was like, what is this movie about? For a long time during the movie, I was like, is the movie about something? Is something like, who's the big bad? Like, what's happening? It really was interesting that it wasn't, like, immediately clear.
But I kind of liked that.
But I also liked it. I was like, okay, I like where this is headed.
Like, you knew immediately in the beginning of the movie, I feel like you knew you were going to go on a journey with the Florence Pugh character. And you definitely do. And I liked the journey they took that character on. Because it felt expected, but a little unexpected at the same time, for me anyway. So I realized that was where we were kind of going, but you're right. Like, you didn't know who the big bad was. You kind of thought, well, maybe it's this person, because, I mean, they're kind of pointing this direction, but it's like, that's too simple. So I kind of liked some of the twists and turns that they put in there.
All right, here's the big twist. This is not a spoiler, but this is a big twist. So there's a character in the movie, Bob, and played by an actor named Lewis Pullman. And he is the son of Bill Pullman from Independence Day and While You Were Sleeping.
Really?
Yes, I know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And by the way, I don't know where he got those abs, because they are not genetic. Sorry, Bill Pullman.
Huh.
But
I liked him a lot as an actor. I thought he
was very good.
He did a really good job in that role.
Yeah,
that was a complicated role that he played.
Yeah, he's been in other things. But anyway, so I did not know that until afterward, when I was like, because I was like, who is this guy? I've never heard of him before. Yeah. Nepo baby.
Interesting. All right.
Anyway.
Caller, would you like to come up and call into the show on our microphone here and ask your question? Hold on.
All right, here we go. We're going to get a live call coming in.
I wish I had a ring sound effect. Ring. I'll just make it ring. Hello, caller.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Who is this, and where are you calling from?
This is Steve, and I'm calling from the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
Now, Steve, have you called into the show before? It doesn't seem like you call into the show a lot.
No, never.
Is this are you a first-time caller?
First time I'm a virgin on Virgin.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We like that. All right.
you
nice to hear from you. It's always good to get a new caller
It
here
is
on the
nice.
show.
Yeah, first-time
Okay.
caller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Steve.
Steve, did you have a question for us?
Yes. In Thunderbolts, what did you
You
think
almost said
of,
Thundercats. I can see it in your eyes.
What did you think of Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Well,
character?
first of all, I love her as an actress. I've always loved her as an actress, so I'm always happy when I see her in something. But I thought she did a really good job in the role she played. It was fun. She had kind of a fun role.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think obviously she plays this character named Valentina, who is famous from the comics, as I heard from Mike, former roommate, because he's like, oh, she's a big character in the comics. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know who she is. But she's definitely, SNL is going to hire her to play Tulsi Gabbard if something happens with Tulsi. So, because she gives you a real Tulsi Gabbard vibe. Kind of like a combination of Tulsi Gabbard and Veep.
She's like a mustache twirling villain.
Yes. Well, I think that she's she's like a pragmatic villain, because in the movie it's basically like, oh, I thought there were good people and bad people, but it turns out there's just bad people and worse people, right? Yeah. And so I think she sees herself as a bad person, not a worse person, but clearly not a good person,
right?
And I think that that's, a pessimistic view of the world. I don't necessarily hold that, because I do think there are good people. I just think that most of the people who think they're good are not as good as they think they are.
I think that's
Which
fair.
That's a different problem.
Yes.
Because we have all sorts of people who think they're good while they stand by while bad things happen. And it's like, that doesn't make you a good person, sweetie. Anyway. Yeah. But yes, I liked her performance, but I like her. I'm a big fan of The New Adventures of Old Christine. I'll follow Julie Louis-Dreyfus off a cliff.
Yeah.
So
she does a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
It's a great movie. I highly recommend it.
That was fun. I enjoyed it too.
Yeah.
And how is your cruise going?
Great so far.
What's the most exciting thing you've done so far?
This
Calling into our show? Wow. I thought it was the dinner we shared last night.
That was very special.
It was nice, right?
It was, with our limited menu, but it was very nice.
I mean, it wasn't that limited. I mean, I got a nice filet and a wedge salad. I don't know what else I would have gotten.
Lamb chops.
Lamb chops.
Is that what you wanted?
No. I don't eat lamb.
But it's
They're
so
cute.
good
Would have
for
been
you.
nice to have the option.
Right.
Well, you know what? We have a few more days here on the ship.
Yeah, just a
so
few.
you'll be able to pop by there at another time.
Very true. Very true.
And have the full menu.
There we
Yes.
go.
Are you getting off the ship later today?
Where?
Into the ocean, Derek? Is that
Last night at dinner, I was like, oh, look, land. And everybody turned around. And you know what? I'm going to make that joke every fucking day for the next 8 days.
Wow.
Oh, look, land. And then wait to see who looks out the window. Anyways,
I can
there's
just
no
imagine
land.
there's going to be a mad rush the first port that we get in. Like, the ship's just going to empty out.
Well, yeah,
Everyone
because
get
people
up
are going to
there
want
the
to
boat.
touch the ground again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have not planned anything, though. I don't even. So this is a true story. We were at the airport, and Derek goes, I was asking about like what he was doing excursion-wise, and he's like, oh, I'm going to do this and such and such. I'm in Morocco. And I'm like, Morocco? I'm like, are we going to Morocco? And he's like, yes, you dumb bitch. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck we're going.
I'm like, Romaine, we are going to be in Africa.
I was
You'll
like,
be able
what?
to check a continent off of your bucket
I'm
list.
like, we will? I'm not even joking. I had no fucking idea.
Yeah, we're going to the
was news
Canary
to me.
Islands.
Yeah.
We're going to Morocco, and then we end up in Barcelona.
Yeah, it was all news to me. I had no idea.
And then Derek and Romaine are going to have a very brief overnight in Lisbon on our way back.
Yeah.
Because apparently there are no direct flights from Barcelona back to New York. And so, yes. So we'll be in Lisbon for a little bit.
Yeah.
We're very excited about
I'm
it.
excited. We're going to go see my
I'm
friend
going to be a
Alex.
lesbian.
That's cool.
A lesbian.
We're seeing we're going inside the cathedral when we get to Barcelona because we didn't do that last time. We were.
Oh.
You mean the
so-
cathedral that they're still working on that's never
The
ever going to
Gaudi.
be completed?
Yes, the Gaudi one.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Apparently, though, the big thing is to go up into the spirals. So we're going up to the
that's
non-less
cool.
spirals, whatever that means.
Right.
We'll find out.
All
Okay.
right.
Yes.
I think you have to bring like bricks and mortar with you to like help out because they're still a few hundred years off from completing. I don't know. Maybe they'll.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's been going on a long time.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be. You know, they used to build these cathedrals over like 200 years.
Yeah.
So people would work on it and like generations of people would die before it was finished.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's dedication.
Well, because we don't leave Barcelona until later in the day. Maybe we should go see the Keith Haring mural that's there.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm going to talk to my friend Chris about going to see the Keith Haring mural while we're in Barcelona.
Where's that at?
Somewhere?
She doesn't know where we're going. She doesn't know where we are. She doesn't know where we're going.
I don't, but
She
I
doesn't
know there's
anything.
one there
Okay.
because I've seen pictures of it. It's quite beautiful, actually. So I will, because I like to go and see Keith Haring's work wherever I can. So I would go see that
That would be cool.
in
to see.
Barcelona.
Yes.
They have it's a big giant wall in there.
Steve, thank you so much for calling
Yes,
into the show.
thank you.
We
It's
really
very nice
appreciate having a
talking
live
to you.
caller. Round of
Thank
applause
you.
for our live
Thank
caller.
you. Wonderful, wonderful.
So because of this excursion, I'm in my usual one backpack, even for this very long trip.
He's insane.
It is insane, but
It's
choices
convenient.
had to be made in order to fit into a backpack. So I'm freeballing it for a whole week. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
That's
I didn't
funny.
pack underwear. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't pack as much underwear as Romaine because apparently Romaine doesn't want the ship crew washing her underwear.
Absolutely not. I draw a line at certain things. And
I do
I'm
not.
not letting you touch my intimates.
Okay. Anyway, here comes Florence Pugh and a block of cheese. Are you okay with your intimates being touched?
She could touch my intimates anytime she wants.
Exactly. Okay.
More
Anyway,
than that.
I do not have the same thing, but I did buy new socks and underwear because we went on one of the Norwegian cruises we went on. I had like too many holes in my socks or underwear or something, and I got a call from the laundry like, "Did you know that your clothes are in a terrible state of disrepair?" And I was like, "Yes." Anyway, so I can't be shamed by the laundry department again. So anyway, so I got new socks and underwear, but I did not pack any pants because they don't have a dress code here on board and it's going to be all tropical the whole time. So I was like, you know what? I don't need pants. I'll be fine with just having shorts. So
But is that true?
No, it's not true because I was like, oh, I should really look because Romaine is like, I don't know where we're going. What excursion? And so I started looking around. I was like, well, I really do want to get off the ship in Casablanca. And they have like an excursion that takes you to Rick's Cafe, which is like a fake bullshit made up thing from the movie Casablanca.
Oh, okay.
And it's just an absolute tourist trap because there was no Rick's Cafe. Nothing about the movie Casablanca is actually set in and
Reality?
around Casablanca, based on anything in Casablanca, like nothing. So they just have this Rick's Cafe, and we might as well like get off the boat and go to Buc-ee's because that's basically what it is. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to the Moroccan version of Buc-ee's, but they have a museum and mosque tour. So I was like, all right, well, this will be fine because I did not want to just get off the ship and wander around with my gay ass because apparently that's real dangerous. So even Virgin was like, be who you are at home. But when you get off the ship, girl, don't be yourself. Okay, so anyway, so I was like,
How
well,
can I be anyone but myself? So
I
I
know.
shouldn't wear my Just Say Gay shirt.
no.
Okay, got it.
So I'm just going on a guided tour, and I'll stay with the group the whole time. But to go to the mosques, you have to keep your shoulders and knees covered. And I was like, motherfucker, I didn't bring any pants. So after we checked out of our $71 hotel, I was like, Romaine, do you feel like going over to the mall? Because I got to pick out some pants.
I'm like, we had nothing but time. Sure.
Yeah, we had nothing but time.
Let's go mall shopping.
So we go to the mall. I found some cute pants at the Old Navy outlet at $33. But the whole time I'm like, I hope I can cram these into my bag. Like there is no space in my bag. Like I hope there's space in here for the Holy Spirit because I cannot, there's no room in here for anything. Anyway, I found some like lightweight joggers. It had little tiny zipper pockets. I'm like, okay, great. I can put my wallet, a little cassiola in here and hope for the best. And then Romaine made us go to a Bass Pro Shop because she wanted to see the fish in the aquarium, I think. And also like, oh, they have all-time candy. And she's like, ugh, circus peanuts. Oh, these are nasty.
Nasty. Well, they're so... No, you're not allowed to love those. They're so gross. My mom used to eat them, and I was like, bleh, gross.
Almost as gross as what's happening to your tattoo. Almost. Anyway, so we had a wonderful time at the mall. We're in the mall. It's pouring rain outside. Like, absolute downpour. It's like, well, we got nowhere to be. Hopefully the rain will break by the time we're done at the mall. We finished at the mall, no rain. And so we're leaving, And we still had a little time. And I said, Romaine, there's a Panda Express at the mall next to this mall.
By the way, we had Waffle House for breakfast that day.
Yeah, of course we did.
We went to Waffle House first before we ever went to the mall.
And this was some bullshit because that Waffle House was 20 miles away from our hotel.
It was,
and
but
it's
it was
like,
worth
how
it.
on earth in the South do you have to drive 20 miles to a Waffle House? Because it feels like you can see a Waffle House from another Waffle House in the South.
I knew we had gone to a good Waffle House because there was a man sleeping in the parking lot, like on the ground in the parking lot, asleep. And I'm like,
Romaine's like, don't hit the man asleep in the parking space when you're parking. Like as we pulled in.
But I was like, this is a good Waffle House. And they had a walk-up window. Actually, they had 2 walk-up windows, which I'd never seen before. I'm like, oh, damn, this is great. And it was a great Waffle House. It was really delicious.
Yeah, we had a great. Anyway, so we had Waffle House, and she's like, well, I'm not really hungry and everything. I was like, but there's a Panda Express. We should go and get a Panda Bowl.
And I was like, okay.
No, she said, what's a Panda Bowl? I'm like, Panda Express has like if you only get one entree, it's in a bowl. And of course, we only ever get the 3 entree family platter. And then it's like
bowl.
3 orange chickens. Like we walk in and they're like, we need more orange chicken. Like the second we walk in, they know.
They do.
They can tell.
Yeah.
We have orange chicken all over
people.
us. So anyway, so we go in. We just got the orange chicken bowl, and they had a full thing of orange chicken. And the lady still yelled, more orange chicken, like right in front of us.
She did.
I was like, we weren't even taking all of it.
Right.
But we walked into the Panda Express, and literally the door closes behind us, and a fucking downpour happens outside, like a torrential downpour. And Romaine turns to me and she goes, "Are we magic?"
And the answer is yes, we are.
Yes, we are. We are magic.
We timed it perfect.
We did. So we had.
And was it still raining when we left?
Nope. Dry as a bell.
Yep.
And we got into the car, and I dropped the lady off, and then I had to drop off the rental car. And then at the Miami airport, I was like, well, I'll Uber back. So I'm ordering an Uber, and it took 20 minutes because I kept waiting. Here's your Uber. He's 2 miles away. Oh, he disappeared. And it's like, well, where did he disappear? Like I had a person, and I could see him on the thing, and then all of a sudden, he vanished.
Gator attack.
Did he get blipped?
No, the GPS put him in the pond and he got eaten by a gator.
Oh, whatever. I really worry that even though I'm so polite and I 5-star everyone and I tip well, that people are like, oh, this gay. He didn't talk to me, 1 star. So anyway, I'm convinced that it happens to me. Anyway.
Wait, they can rate you?
Yes, girl.
I didn't know that.
And if you are low ranked, they struggle to match you.
What?
Yes. Because certain drivers will only pick up 5-star passengers. So if you have 4 stars or 3 stars,
how do you know what your ranking is?
You don't know. Oh, you do?
What?
Apparently, Uber, you can look at your profile to see how you've been ranked.
What? I had no idea.
I know. I gotta look now because I gotta see if I'm 5 stars.
Wow.
Oh no! Chris says he's 4.7 in the audience.
Oh my God! Now I want to go look and see how. Because I always tip and I'm always so nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I assume it's because I don't want to talk. But whatever. I mean, I don't yell.
Much.
I'm not paying you to talk like I do with prostitutes. But even still, it's the same thing. So I'm waiting for the Uber, and it keeps dropping off. And there is a hot blonde guy who is there, and he is obviously a homosexual because he has a thigh tattoo. Anyway, and also he was kind of muscly and little short shorts, and he had a tiny little backpack and a half-size wheelie bag. And I was like, Where are you going for a week with nothing but thongs and tank tops? Tiny, very little luggage, which of course I respect because I also am a low luggage thing. But anyway, I was like, well, this gay is not going to be on our boat, obviously. So we're waiting. We're standing there. And of course, I'm standing close to him because he's cute. And then we're both waiting for Uber, and he's looking around, and we chat a little. And he's from the UK, and I was like, oh, where are you from? And he goes, Nottingham. Have you heard of it? I'm like, no, but whatever. It's a tiny island. I'm sure I could find it if I wandered around. Anyway, so I was chatting with him, and he was just hanging out in Miami. And I was like, oh, well, you're obviously just going to the beach for a week. You didn't pack anything. So I assume you're just planning to be a beach slut for a week, and good for you. But anyway, I told him, I was like, he hadn't been there before. It said, based on her experience earlier, I was like, it might rain, but let me tell you something. It'll downpour, but it'll only last for 10 minutes. So just hang out. And then it'll be over. And then you can go out and, keep running around in your thong. But he did seem like the kind of person who didn't mind getting a little bit wet.
Huh.
Anyway. So
you're like, can I slip you in my bag? Is that what you were thinking?
I would have. I was like, there's room in my cabin. Would you like to go on a transatlantic cruise to Barcelona? Anyway, I got to the ship, but it took so long with the Uber that I was starting to get nervous. Like, I got here at like 3:30.
Oh, Jesus.
I know, it was late because like they cut it off at 4. And I was like, But I just sailed right on in and got on the ship.
I
and
will
here we
say,
go.
Virgin makes their embarkation process so smooth and so easy. And I'm just like, why can't the other cruise lines figure this shit out the way they have? Why? Like, it's so easy. I was like, bing, bang, boom, I'm on the ship. Oh, it was nice.
Well, we are going to have a wonderful time here. This is the first of our shows that we'll be recording this week on the ship.
Yeah.
We're pretty close to done, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm wrapping up. I knew it was
Look
almost
at
time.
you.
Romaine wasn't looking at the clock, but I knew. Anyway, this is a good place to wrap on today's episode. Romaine, stupidly, on our way down, she goes, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, girl, these narcissistic windbags, you think we can't fill a fucking hour over
I don't
nothing?
know what we can and can't do.
Anyway, we have hooker calls awaiting. So tomorrow we will have hooker calls and more live call-ins from here on the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. Thanks for indulging us taking all this time off, bitches.
Yeah.
We'll have another new show tomorrow. TBD.
No, yeah, something like that. Sorry. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm at.
Great job, lady.
You're welcome. We'll do it again tomorrow. And maybe I'll know then. I doubt it.
Thank you, tepid applause.
ABC, easy as 1, 2, 3.
For the first time ever, we are sailing to the ABCs, as in Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao.
I love sailing to the Caribbean, and in April of 2026, we will be doing just that.
Join us as we explore brand new destinations on our first time aboard the Celebrity Silhouette, drinks included.
Ooh! Learn more about this sailing and all of our other upcoming travel adventures at dnrtravel.com. ABC, 1, 2, 3, baby, you and me, girl.
Life doesn't pause when you're sick. Vaccines against respiratory illnesses can help protect you and give you more playtime with your best friend. Depending on age and health status, vaccinations for flu, COVID-19, RSV, or pneumococcal infection may be recommended. Vaccines can help keep you from having a rough time. Learn more at cveep.org/vaccines-protect. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and CVEEP, fighting infectious respiratory disease.